dishwasher safe. Looking at the world with a childlike wonder.
Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our program. My name is David Letterman. I'm your host. Did you hear this? This was big news from the Netherlands, Paul.
What was that, Dave?
Well, they have a new president. Were you folks following this election in the Netherlands? Yeah. Yeah, they have a brand new... No, I guess he's been reelected. The man has been reelected, and of course his name is Ruud Lubbers. R-U-U-D. That's R-U-U-D-L-U-B-B-E-R-S. Ruud Lubbers. I don't have a joke here. I just like saying Ruud Lubbers. Ask for them by name, except no substitutes. If you're going to get yourself some lubbers, get the Ruud Lubbers, because... What kind of lubbers do you get, Paul? The Ruud Lubbers?
I will usually go for the
Ruud Lubbers, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now, this was great. I just, I love this. Uncross your legs, ma'am. This is... I'm sorry, it's just a little distracting. It's fine. Whoa! Yes, ask for them by name, Ruud Lubbers. I think this is great. This guy now, help me out with this, Paul, if you know anything about this. Even if you don't know anything about it, help me out.
All right.
The man is the Iranian envoy to the United Nations, and his name is Khorasani. First name, last name, we don't know. Khorasani, that's what he calls himself. On his cards, Khorasani. So now this guy goes into a department store here in New York City a couple of weeks ago. I believe it was Alexander's, right? You know about this story. Yeah, May 7th. Thank you very much, sir. And he allegedly now shoplifts an overcoat, a raincoat. So now he gets all upset. He said he was framed, so on and so forth. And now he's claiming diplomatic immunity. This man from Iran is claiming diplomatic immunity. It's interesting, a couple of years ago, this diplomatic immunity wouldn't have done the U.S. hostages much good in Iran, would it? I don't think so. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. And, of course, if you do this kind of thing in Iran for the rest of your life, you're then known as lefty. But you know, ladies and gentlemen, what do we got there? Oh, great. Boy, look at this show. This is one of those shows you say to yourself, I must be in the wrong studio. It's, we have here bail bondsman Joey Barnum. That explains why we had to tighten up the security tonight, because bail bondsman mania could break out just like that. And also on the program, now we've wanted to have this woman on the show for 4 years. How many times have we asked her? How many separate communications have we launched from our office to her? At least 81. We've asked her to be on the show 81 times, and finally, apparently through a lapse of judgment, anyway, she's here tonight, and of course, I'm talking about Cher. Paul Schaefer, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Hot crowd tonight. Of course, I do share.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
But don't do it right now. It might be fun when she comes out. Maybe you could do it for her then.
We usually do it around the holidays.
Do it around the holidays. It's Cher singing "Oh Holy Night."
Oh, Holy Night, yeah. We'll see what happens.
And don't think we don't appreciate it too, Paul. Well, we got a lot of stuff to do. Let's get right to it. Anything you want to say before we go, Paul?
Just that I'm up for the show. I'm feeling good. I'm back at my show weight now, and
Back at your show weight. Okay. Are you all right, ma'am? Okay. All right, let's do this. First of all, don't make her feel embarrassed. Oh, that's enough. Hold it. Leave her alone. Leave her. This is a nice show. She's just... Where are you from, ma'am? What part of the world? Dallas? Nice to have you here. Thank you. You know, there's a show coming on in a couple of weeks. It's Connie Chung and Gerald Ford are doing the American Almanac. What? I'm sorry, Roger Mudd, and it will be, it's better than the old American Almanac. It's called American Almanac 1986, and how many days away is that? Anybody have any idea? How many?
Nice to have an exact.
Oh, here it is. It's the countdown. There's Connie Chung, and these are special promotions put together by the NBC News Department. There's Roger Mudd. 18 days till American Almanac. Those are very nicely done. I think that show is going to take off. That's Lawrence Grossman does those. You know, Paul, the president of NBC News.
Does?
Puts those together personally.
For us?
No, for the network.
Oh, the countdowns?
Can you hear me? Here we go. It's a top 10 list from the home office in Milwaukee. Tonight's category, oh, this is good. This is timely because a lot of us may be involved in this. Top 10 problems for Statue of Liberty celebration organizers. A lot of people will be going out there to see the unveiling of the Statue of Liberty, and she got a new sidekick now, Liberty Boy. They put that up there.
Liberty Boy.
Here are the top 10 problems. That's right, Liberty Boy. Number 10, the shortage of hotel space. Number 9, out-of-towners won't know which city officials to bribe. Number 8, traffic may be blocked by dazed stragglers from Hands Across America. Number 7, Lee Iacocca keeps calling for free tickets. Number 6, GE bulbs in torch tend to burn out. Number 5, Jim Nabors insists on singing Impossible Dream. Number 4, a few too many French people around, if you know what I mean. Number 3, restored statue looks too much like Kay Ballard. Number 2, mob corpses in harbor might float to surface. And the number 1 problem for Statue of Liberty celebration organizers, the statue might come to life and crush David Walper. Yes, sirree. We're not kidding around. We got a show for you folks tonight. This is the kind of show you're going to be talking about for years, even weeks to come. And as always, every Thursday, we considerately answer our viewer mail from all of the fine folks who make this wonderful program such a huge success, and let's get right to it. Actual letters. You know, these are real letters. We don't make these up. These are actual letters. Letter number 1. Dear Dave, I have just become one of the directors of a summer sleepaway camp in the Catskills. My idea is the following. Since you often travel to different locations to do some of your comedic material and sketches, I'd like for you to consider coming to us and perhaps doing something for your show, such as David Goes to Summer Camp. Sincerely, Kevin Bucatman, Camp Roosevelt, Monticello, New York. Gee, Kevin, you know, this is a very generous offer, but I'm afraid because of time, budget, and scheduling limitations, we're not going to be able to come to your camp right now. But really, thank you again for the terrific offer. Paul, we're not going to be able to go to this guy's summer camp. I'm sorry. Paul, we're not going to be able to...
I'm sorry, what was that?
We're not going to be able to go to the summer camp, Paul. I hope you're not too disappointed.
Well, maybe we can do some camping around your place this summer.
Good idea, Paul. Thank you very much. You know, the Today Show gets to go on a big cruise. They were on a cruise all week. We don't get to go anywhere. We don't even get to go out for lunch. This beanbag network. You know how much money they made last year?
What was the question?
I say, you know how much money this network made last year?
Well, how much did they make?
$333 million.
Holy cow.
Yeah, and we don't get to go anywhere.
We get
but
to
as
go
long
nowhere.
as Willard and Jane and Bryant get to take a little cruise. That's actually kind of a wimpy idea anyway, when you think about it.
A cruise?
Yeah. Letter number 2. Dear Dave, I saw the show recently on which Charles Grodin appeared. He was a pompous little jerk. And you were right, he does whine. If I were you, I would have leaned over during the commercial break and given him a sharp rap on the head. You'd be surprised what it can do for attitude adjustment. Sincerely, Norma Jean Wharton, Portales, New Mexico. Gee, Norma, this is a great suggestion. You know, when I got the letter, we decided to give it a try, and I used it a couple of nights ago when the lovely actress Molly Ringwald was on our show. Hal, roll the videotape of that, will you? Me and Molly Ringwald there. Thank you very much. So do you like doing movies all the time? Must be kind of tiring, right? Are those your own shoes? So which do you prefer, those crinkle cuts or the really big steak fries?
Damn it, Molly, you're going to have to talk. I can't do this by myself. Now, come on, Molly, just say something, anything. Will you talk to me? Oh, gee, come on.
It's just a joke. It's only a joke. She was a lovely guest. We're only joking.
Just a joke.
Yeah, Molly Ringwald was a very nice young woman. Where are we here? Letter number 3, I guess. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Dear Dave, letter number 3 begins, how do you pick a delicate flower? This comes to us from Carl Johnson, New Milford, Connecticut. How do you pick a delicate flower? Carefully and with great care. Lift it gently with your hands so it may linger there. Soft, warm breezes lightly blow. Clouds roll by the hour. Carefully, carefully, gentle friends, is how you pick a flower. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, it's NBC Chairman of the Board, Mr. Grant Tinker. Grant, come on out here. Grant, nice to see you.
Thank you, Tom. That was fantastic. That poem about flowers was beautiful. Just beautiful. And the people at Humanitas International think so, too.
Oh, is that right?
Here's another award for you.
Oh, my gosh, look, another award from the folks at the Humanitas Committee. That's just unbelievable. Thank you, Grant.
All I can say is you made an old man remember what it means to be happy.
That's good.
Wonderfully alive in a beautiful world.
Oh, well, thank you.
By the way, folks, be sure and catch the Today Show tomorrow morning. Brian, Jane, and Willard are still on that cruise ship, and their scheduled guest is Margot Hemingway. Boy, what a baby.
Okay, all right, thank you. We'll see you down at Hurley's, Grant. Take care. Is that it? Oh, it's a magic night, isn't it, Paul? Grant Tinker. You know, Grant's leaving soon. Maybe
where is he going?
Soon. I'm not sure where he's going.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Letter number 4. We got to get right to it. We have a huge show, almost too good for this network. These pinheads.
Oh.
Letter number 4. Dear Dave, as long as we've been watching your show, we've been accustomed to 5 pieces of viewer mail. On May 1st, 1986, you only showed 4. What happened to that 5th letter? Did Paul accidentally pack it in his luggage for his trip to Vancouver that day? Paul was going off to visit the royal couple in Vancouver. Anyway, whatever the case is, this letter lost forever. Jim Anderson and Leo Ducharme, or Ducharme, or whatever. I'm sorry, Leo. Anyway, it comes from Durham, Massachusetts. I'm sorry, Durham, New Hampshire. Well, we're close on most of these. You know, this is a very good question, Jim and Leo. Sometimes we'll actually tape 5 letters for broadcast, but you at home won't get to see all of them. For an explanation of why this sometimes happens, take a look now at this short film prepared by NBC in conjunction with the National Security Agency. I think you'll find it interesting.
Here at NBC, occasionally even the most professional performer can divulge a secret that could potentially harm our national security.
Letter number 5. Dear Dave, I am an American flyer, and next week we will be launching a surprise attack against Libya. Do you have any advice as to what I should wear? Sincerely,
Instantly,
Captain
a military
Harold
sensor in the control room alerts the proper authorities.
Mr. President, we have a situation here, sir. Yes, sir, I'm initiating a Condition 3.
Throughout NBC, the Crisis Strike Force mobilizes for immediate action. The videotape is rushed to a high-security editing facility where the sensitive material is removed and destroyed. Then, all civilians who attended the taping are located and visited by government representatives who carefully explain the situation and ask for their assistance until the crisis has passed. Finally, the seamlessly edited videotape is broadcast to a grateful public, with no one the wiser.
Okay. Letter number 5. Dear Dave, I am an...
NBC, keeping America entertained and free.
Okay. Remember, it's bail bondsman night here, and also Cher. We'll do a commercial. We'll be right back. Thank you so much. Okay. All right, we're all very excited. We're excited, aren't we, Paul? Have you ever met this woman before?
Yeah, I worked with her, actually.
You did a record with her before, didn't you? Okay. Well, she's going to be out here in a second. Let me introduce her. It took my guest 4 years to agree to be on this program, and we're very happy she's here. A star in the truest sense of the word. Please welcome Cher.
Fabulous.
Thank you.
Have you met David Letterman?
How do you do?
No, I've been waiting for 4 years.
Sure.
I wanted
nice to see you. How are you? Thanks for being here. What was the record you guys did?
We did Take Me Home. Yes.
Too Far Gone.
Yeah. Was your leg broken? No, that was Bob Estie's leg was broken.
That was Bobby.
Okay, right. Well, I'm glad that's interesting to you guys, right?
How's Bob feeling now?
He's better.
Good, good. You smell terrific. You really smell great. Do you mind if I ask you? I mean, I knew you'd smell nice, but you smell.
Oh, you mean?
Yeah. What is the? Can you mention the scent, or would you rather not?
Yeah. Well, it's two together. One's real cheap. It's called Ritz, and it's like taboo. Good girls don't wear it. And the other's real expensive, called Vanilla.
And you just mix them up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the end result is quite effective.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, Cher.
Is this as good as it gets?
No, we got a lot of great stuff here. Don't worry, we're just warming up. We got really good stuff here. A lot of really interesting, provocative kind of things.
All right.
What do you mean, is this as good as it gets? Like, what would have been a better thing to say to you? What should I have said?
I don't know, because I've watched this show.
Well, I'm glad of that.
And I guess anything better than Chuck Roden. Anything better than what you guys had with Chuck Roden.
Now, I know you didn't want to come on here for the longest time. So why, finally, after nearly 4.5 years, did you decide to come on?
I don't know. I thought it was one reason, but I'm sure that couldn't be it.
What is the reason you thought it was?
I wanted to pay my hotel bill.
You have a big hotel bill?
I have a huge hotel bill, and I thought...
You mean you're staying in New York now?
Yes.
And you don't have the cash to cover the bill?
Well, it's a pretty big one. and so I thought I'll come on and see what this guy's like, and...
Well, if you think this show will cover that hotel bill, you were sadly misled.
No, I've heard of that. I've actually heard you get paid scale for this show.
It's nickels and dimes. It's like I was saying earlier. The Today Show was on a cruise somewhere, and we're working with hairpins. That's all we get. Now, do you live in New York now? You live in California?
No, I kind of go back and forth.
So this time you're staying in New York. How long have you been here?
Since October.
In a hotel since October?
No, I've been in a hotel for actually the last couple of months.
And you want us to cover this? Did we agree to pay for part of it?
Yes.
Is that right? No. Okay, so you thought that was one reason, but of course that's not really the reason. What was the I mean, you must have had a change of heart about something.
No, actually, I don't know, because I thought that I would never want to do this show with you.
Now, why? Now, let's explore this a little. Why? Because you thought I was...
An ass.
They're of course not booing. They're just chanting, Cher, Cher. And of course, for you folks at home who may have missed that, what she said was she thought I was an awfully nice guy.
No, an astronaut.
Yeah, an astronaut.
I thought you were an astronaut.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
you know what?
Now, see, I knew that's how you felt. I knew you probably felt that way. And
because I told the guy on your show.
Who's that? Oh.
That guy over there. I don't know where he is now.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you guys had tried to get me, I was doing Live at 5 one time.
Mm-hmm.
But I very much enjoy your show, and it...
Well, you don't have to say this now. If you
no, you know, well, you don't know me, but I wouldn't say it. I mean, because...
Well, we've always really, you were, when the show first went on the air, you were on the original list of people we wanted to have, because we all thought the world of you, you know, and we're happy you're finally here. Now, let's talk about something else.
Okay.
You know, I think a lot of people feel that way about me, though. I just get that feeling, you know?
Well, for some reason, it wasn't anymore, but it was frightening because I see how you deal with your guests, and sometimes it's really great, and you seem to like them, and then sometimes if you don't like them, I mean, you might as well take a picnic lunch, you know?
Well...
Yeah. Well, I think because you have the freedom to kind of do whatever you want to, because not that many people are watching.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah, but you know, I could explain this to you, but we want to talk more about you, don't we?
Whatever you want to do is fine with me.
You look terrific. You know, you really look great.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now, I want to ask you about this tattoo, and then you get. How many others do you have?
I have this one, and I have that one, and I have another. I have 2 others besides that.
You have 4. Now, why do you have tattoos? Because you've permanently now scarred your body.
Yes. I think that, you know, it's like Dolly Parton says, when she does this, she feels she's beautiful. You know, I like it. You know, I don't expect everyone to like it, but I think it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. And you don't have any second thoughts about this?
Well, I probably had a couple, but, you know, after I thought about it, I thought, you know, I'd like to do this.
You were really drunk when you got the first one?
No.
Which was the first one? Was this it?
No. It's the one I'm sitting on was the first one.
Oh, well. And what is that one?
Oh, flowers and stuff like that.
Yeah, you've probably never seen it, have you? Think of it. Whatever you want. Oh, I don't know. And then you have.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Well, you know, with that ass mark, you kind of threw me off. You're the first person to call me that in person, though. I mean, I'm sure they mutter that on the way out sometimes. What are we doing now? We'll do a commercial. You can stay a little longer, can't you?
Sure.
So we'll get something really rolling here. It'll be great. Don't worry. It'll be great. And we'll be back here with... Thank you very much. Welcome back to the show. This is Cher, and of course, you know what I am. This has really had kind of a disequilibrium kind of effect on me, thrown me off my pins.
Your usual game.
Yeah. Now, I understand you were going to wear some kind of an elaborate wig that's not with you tonight. Is this ring a bell with you?
No.
You had a wig sent to London, and...
Oh, yeah, I did, but then I decided I didn't want to do that.
How do you send a wig to London, and what do you have done to it over there?
Well, you just send it over in a box, and someone combs it out, and they send it back to you.
Well, you can't get somebody here to do that?
Yeah, of course you could, but I can't. I mean, anybody else in their right mind would, but
You purchased this item in London?
No, I had it made here. Mm-hmm. And I thought that, I don't know, I was getting ready, and I thought, well, I think this would be nice.
Yeah, well, it looks very nice, and you look quite nice, but the people who last saw you on the Academy Awards, I think, would mention that there's a striking difference.
I did more clothes, probably.
Yeah, you had a big, like a headdress and kind of a... Now, what do you do? Do you buy all of those clothes?
Well, that was specifically made by Bob for the Academy Awards,
Bob.
and I don't think Mackey.
Bob Mackey, that's right.
And I don't think I probably won't ever wear that again.
So what did that say?
He did it for nothing for 2 reasons. First of all, it's great publicity for him, and secondly, I won't ever wear it, so it'll probably go on a tour or something like that.
But is it... You mean like the shopping malls and that kind of thing?
No, like the Metropolitan Museum. So they had stuff, you know, some of my clothes in it at one time.
Now, do you buy any of your clothes?
Sure.
Now, what do you do? Do you keep them all? Do you give them away? Do you sell them? What becomes of them after you're done wearing them? I mean, when you grow tired of them.
Well, I don't, you know, those kind of clothes keep, and a lot of times they're given to charity because they can get a lot of money for them, you know. They go on auction and stuff like that.
Yeah. And do you still have that enormous Egyptian kind of house in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
Do you really? And it's decorated like what?
Well, it's, you know, it's just it's a very modern house, but it's like a North African kind of house, like whitewash, like a Greek house, but it just has
sunny, airy, open.
Yeah.
Yeah. And why does that?
I mean, it's not freaky, but that term, kind of, you know, it's a nice house.
Yeah. And why African kind of, why that motif?
Where are we going?
Well, I'm going to reach over here and grab something.
All right.
Like the ass I am.
Okay. I'm afraid if I touch some sort of cord in there.
No, see, I've liked you for a long, long time. You and I, by the way, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Now, here we go.
Wait a minute.
No, wait a minute.
I never said I didn't like you.
Oh, yeah.
No, wait a minute. You
no,
know,
I took that as complete flattery.
No, it wasn't.
Be nicer. Now, did you get the...
No, wait a minute. I'm not finished. I just want to tell you something. If, I mean, I guess I could have come on still thinking that, because, you know, I could act it out. It's, what, 10 minutes out of my life or 15 minutes out of my life?
That's
right.
But
I was a little bit more curious about it, so I thought I would just come on and see.
Well, I appreciate your second thoughts on the matter.
No, they're not second thoughts. They're not mutually exclusive, being interesting and being an ass. But I think you're cute.
Oh. Stop it. Now, you just had a birthday, and how old are you? Is it all right to talk about how old you are?
Sure.
You and I are just about the same age.
I'm probably older than you are.
I just turned 39.
I'm 40.
Yeah. Now, was this all right for you? Any kind of psychological problems turning 40? Emotional problems?
I wasn't crazy about it, you know. I would rather be turning 29 or 30.
Yeah, but you look better at 40 than most people, you know, are going to look at 20, you know.
Yeah.
So it doesn't that should be.
That's like for a fat girl, you don't sweat much.
So you're not crazy about being 40?
No.
Yeah.
But I'm not crazy about the alternative, but it's okay. It's like, I know that lots of women are supposed to say, oh, they're really thrilled about it, but I don't think that very many are, really.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I find that the odd numbers, this makes no sense at all, but
okay.
but the like the rest of this has, but the odd numbers bother me more than the even numbers. Like 39, I was more comfortable at 38 and 36 than I was at 37 and 39, and so I'm looking forward to 40.
But I think for men it doesn't make any difference.
You don't think so? Yeah, okay. You want to look at some of these photos?
I don't really want to, but I see you have them, and I imagine that that's what we have to do. Is
we don't know. We don't have to look at those at all.
Well, what's the second one? I'd like to see this. All right, yeah, I guess we could look at those.
Well, you know,
those were a nice time.
Okay, well, there you go. Because I wanted to know if you see are still in contact with Mr. Bono, and this is taken at what point in your career?
This was, I think, probably some of the first pictures ever taken.
And how old were you there?
16.
16?
Yes.
That's unbelievable. What is Sonny doing now?
He has a restaurant in Palm Springs.
Mm-hmm. And also in L.A., or is that?
No, he sold that one.
And do you get along well with him to this day?
Yeah.
Okay, and this is roughly, again, from the same age?
21.
21, all right.
Or 20. That was about 20.
Now, explain this picture to me. What was the purpose here?
Oh, I would say this depicts Sonny and Cher life at home.
Well, it's a surprise this didn't work out then, isn't it? What do we do? Okay, we're going to do a commercial, and then we'll be right back with Cher. Okay. Coming up later, what do we got there? A little note. Okay. Monday on this program, Belinda Carlisle. You know Belinda Carlisle? Formerly with the Go-Go's. We'll be here. And also Stupid Human Tricks. And then we're going to hear from David Sanborn, and the band is playing a little later. Great. Terrific. Thank you very much. And so now what are you up to? What movies, plays, music?
I'm going to do an album, and I'm also going to do 2 movies.
What are the films?
One of them is called Suspect, and the other is called Fatal Beauty.
With whom? Anybody we should know about?
Not right now.
Okay. And now why has it been 5 years since you did a record?
Well, because I wanted to be an actress, and it seemed like everyone said you can't do that because you're a singer, so I just stopped.
Yeah. But you missed it.
Yeah, I like singing. I like music.
And do you work Las Vegas anymore?
No.
Yeah. You made a huge sum of money there working every week in Las Vegas, didn't you?
Yeah.
But you also felt that would inhibit your...
It did. People just didn't want to know about it.
Yeah. But do you think you can go back to that at any point?
I don't know. I don't really know. I like what I'm doing a lot now. I like acting. I enjoy it. And you really have to like what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, you've certainly been able to do that. I mean, I think you've proven to a lot of people, and perhaps to yourself, that you can be taken seriously as an actress as well as a regular entertainer. And
I was taken seriously as an actress, and I'm much better as an actress than I am whatever else I did before.
Well, me too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. Thank you very much. So will you ever come back and see us again?
Yeah, I will.
All right. So we took a little bit off your hotel bill.
Yeah, just a tiny bit, but it was worth it. I had a good time, and it'll be fun to come
Well,
back.
you know, it was a lot of fun for me to meet you because, like I said, I used to watch, you were the same age, and I used to watch your shows on CBS, and I thought this woman is very funny and certainly intelligent and attractive, and we were all very happy you were here tonight. And I hope you come back.
Thanks, I will.
Yeah. Maybe I'll get a tattoo. What are we doing? Stop it. Hold it. We do it. Now that didn't seem like I was kissing up to you then, did it?
No.
Okay, good. Because I meant it. You know,
Okay.
I did mean it. But I always feel like a jerk saying that kind of thing because people at home are used to seeing that kind of crap on TV.
But they're not used to seeing it from you.
Yeah. Well, okay. Now, I know you have a bus to catch, so we have to do something. Station identification? A commercial. And a commercial. It's a commercial, and then we'll be right back. That's all it is. You know, this is sad but true. This is a great building to work in, and it's a landmark facility. But in 1989, by the way, from now on, I'm going to try and be a nicer person.
Oh, no. I think you're doing just fine, obviously.
Oh, yeah, but what are you going to say?
No, she's crazy about you, I think.
You know, I don't like being called names on my own show. So I'm going to try and be it. I know! Oh, sorry. There I am being an asshole again. Apparently some things just don't change, do they? Poor gentleman over here giving me one of these, and I jumped on him. Well, I'm awfully sorry. I'll send you and your wife some flowers. In 1989, NBC's lease in this beautiful building will run out, and after a half a century, the network will move out of Rockefeller Center. And I'm not crazy about this. That's right. Now listen to this. There are several new locations being considered, and we thought tonight it would be a good opportunity to take a look at them and see what the future has in store for us and this network. This elegant limestone structure is the RCA building at 30 Rockefeller Plaza here in New York City, and for the past 50 years this has been the home of NBC radio and television. Unbelievable, though, beginning in 1989, NBC is leaving this structure, and we thought tonight it'd be a pretty good idea to take a look at 2 or 3 sites that could become the new home of NBC. Yeah, so this could be the future home of NBC. Looks like it'll be all right. Joe, you know, NBC is thinking of moving from 30 Rockefeller Plaza to possibly out here in the Meadowlands, one of these open marshy fields. Yeah. What can you tell us about the area? What kind of neighbors would we have?
Well, I haven't heard anything bad. That's about all I can say.
Any drunkenness?
No, I haven't seen anyone there. There is no, we don't tolerate people drinking.
No drunkenness?
Yeah, I drink myself.
Yeah, is that right? What do you drink?
Oh, Coke.
Oh, my. A high roller.
That's right.
What's your favorite NBC television show? Cheers? St. Elsewhere?
No.
Evening News with Tom Brokaw?
That's my kicks.
Yeah, Evening News. Now, where do you see the Evening News coming from out here as you scan the horizon of this vast area? Where would you like to see that take place? Right over there?
Look at the news here and look at the horses over there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this would be good television land. This plot of land we're looking at now is at 66th and West End Avenue, and this is another location being considered by NBC for their new headquarters. Donald Trump is going to build a massive television city in this area right here, and coincidentally enough, if we move into this facility, we'll be neighbors here with ABC. And Joe, have you heard the word that NBC might be moving their headquarters here?
Yes, I'm aware of that fact.
Does that seem like a good idea to you?
Well, it's very hard to say. We have to see.
Okay, Joe, what I'm going to do here is show you the new fall lineup on NBC. And you look these shows over and think about maybe coming over to NBC, all right? There's a new show called Alf. See, this little puppet here comes from outer space.
Yeah.
How do you like that?
Oh, it remains to be seen.
In the first episode, absent-minded dad backs over him in the family station wagon, and he's dead. Let's look it over and enjoy it in your spare time, and think about coming on over to NBC, all right?
Yeah, sure.
All right. We're in the Superfly Boutique located at the corner of 42nd Street and 8th Avenue, and NBC is considering a possible move to 42nd or 8th Avenue between 40th and 42nd. So it's conceivable that you and I would become neighbors of sort. NBC may move just around the corner.
That's good news, yeah.
Would this be a good neighborhood for a broadcasting facility?
Why not? 42nd is such a place. The street is, you know, people like, you know, dealing with drugs and all that.
There are a lot of theaters in the area, so
A lot of theaters, yeah.
this neighborhood has a tradition of theatrical production. Superfly, what does that mean?
Superfly is, you know, something high fashion men's store.
So Superfly is synonymous with high fashion.
Yeah, high fashion, high quality.
Okay, Mr. Walia, I'm going to show you now some shows coming up in the fall on NBC. And I hope you like some of these. Oh, Easy Street, Lonnie Anderson, Easy Street. You know what I like to say? Easy Street with Lonnie Anderson
comedy
is easy on the eyes.
Easy on the eyes, yeah.